Thursday night. I know it's not Halloween, but like, hey, this is the show before Halloween, so we're gonna dress up. We're gonna have fun. We should introduce ourselves. I'm James P. Sullivan. Who else we got in the stream tonight?
I am the Cincinnati Cyclones backup goalie.
Nice.
Backup goalie.
I'm sitting on the bench, man. They put me out tonight. So
hey, you're just waiting your turn.
I got my hot cocoa, got my towel ready to go around my neck and everything.
Exactly.
Nice.
And the team is your ball cap.
Exactly.
I'm a Ferrari fan's worst nightmare.
Okay, we have to do this. Hold on.
We have to have you explain this.
Explain this, please.
It's just a compilation of all of their worst moments in recent memory. That's all. I'll move in a little closer. You probably recognize some of them. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
It's fun being a Ferrari fan in the 21st century, post Schumacher era.
Yeah. Just sadness, just straight up sadness right there. But yeah. Well, good to have you on the chat. If you have any NASCAR horror stories, put them in the comments. I'll be reading them from Twitter and here on YouTube. But yeah, whether it's a race ending that you didn't like, a horror story from the track, we want to hear them. So there's probably plenty of those. I'm pretty sure. But cool.
How many Martinsville 2012s are we going to get? That one was holy moly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Also, happy late birthday to John. By the way.
Yes.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
Look at the graphics.
Happy 13th birthday.
This should be full time.
Full time spooky season here at ATYL.
Always spooky season.
Hi, Miss Kitchen.
Oh my gosh, hey, what's going on?
I almost said hi, Judy's mom, but that's not at all what that is. So
yeah. That is Mama Kitchen.
So close.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You got it. Speaking of horror, we have a little bit of a sticky point situation for a few people in the ATYL point standings.
The sticky notes.
I'm trying to pull in as many puns as I can, you guys. Okay, we're really trying. Here we are. Hi, Dom. Have to show that again. There we go. All right. Point situation for the ATYL crew. Essentially, mathematically, there are only 3 of us that are eligible for a championship at this point. Ben, still, comeback kid. Minus
literally
25.
from death's doorstep to second in points.
I know, like, dude, like, what a comeback. Dom, unfortunately, though, you went from second in the regular season to now you can't really win a championship.
Oh, no, I went from first in the regular season to somehow, some way not being the regular season champion by way of the founder of the company winning the regular season championship. Jury's still out on that. And then, yeah, once I figured, I went full Mercedes, declared that this was rigged, and just gave up.
My God.
No,
I gotta see.
Or just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to steal wins. We won last week. We're going to keep win. We're just going to win out and steal your points.
Yeah, you got the win last week. And I will say the last race of the regular season, I had the best finish and you had the second worst. So that's what it came down to. Just say. Just say it. So.
Rigged.
Well, moving on. Another point situation, traumatic one here, I would say. Truex and Hamlin fall below the cutoff line following Homestead after a disastrous weekend. What do we think about that? What are our thoughts?
Wow.
Yeah, this is an interesting dynamic for Joe Gibbs Racing now. Do you go all in on Hamlin or all in on Truex? I would say Hamlin because I think he has a better shot as to Truex right now. I'm disappointed in Tyler Reddick. I figured he would show more at Homestead, and like he was solid through, but I wanted more. Mostly because I picked him to win. Also,
that's true.
I agree with that. What a gut punch for JGR. Number one, just for Hamlin's car to literally have a freak accident and just break as he's passing Blaney for position. And then as you're coping with that situation, Truex radios in, engine's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
What?
Unheard of.
What's even crazier about this whole deal is that literally only one of them can make it now. We were in position where, hey, if Bell wins, it could be 3 JGR guys in here. But now it is only one can make it, and they literally have to win Martinsville to make it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no really good day for them to make into the championship 4 other than winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, which is a shame, but to the benefit of Ryan Blaney, though, I mean, granted, he had a great day at Homestead, which was shocking.
So good. He was
Yeah.
He almost got killed, like, and still it came out all right.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, but no, benefited Blaney. I will say Bob Pockrass, he reported what happened to Hamlin at Homestead. He said crew chief Chris Gabehart said what happened was apparently during downshifting, an odd instantaneous power steering failure occurred and ripped the wheel out of Hamlin's hand. Essentially was what happened, I guess, in more detail than just a crazy incident or something happened with the steering. That's kind of the explanation that we got there. So yeah, I mean, Martinsville, and we'll talk about this at the end of the show, previewing it for Cup and Xfinity, because the Xfinity Series, they're going to have a fun race. That's an interesting point situation right there between 3 drivers that are above and below the cutoff line, those 3 that are kind of dancing around that. That'll be kind of fun to decipher there. But overall, any other thoughts from Homestead? Anything that I'm missing that we might have glossed over? I think, well, first off, I guess maybe the Larson and pit road situation. Like,
woof.
Yeah.
Where you going, man?
There is one guy who is doing everything he can to make sure he doesn't jeopardize his race. And then there's another guy knowing his future is already secure. Let me haul the mail and see how much time I can make up on the leader.
Yeah.
And those 2 worlds collided.
He flat out hauled the mail. This isn't like, and I don't know, obviously, like, I'm going to reference an event in the past that we like know more about. But this is kind of like a thing Larson does where he just kind of puts his foot up his own butt in these situations. I think back to Indy Road Course with the brakes when he almost killed Ty Dillon into turn 1. I think about when he ran Elliott in the wall at Fontana in like early last season. Like, he just has, don't get me wrong, probably most talented driver on the planet, or one, like, you could argue one of the most talented, but also just is known to kind of put his foot up his butt sometimes. And this was one of those, like, he was not making pit speed. Like, there was no hope of him getting down to 45 or whatever it was. Like, he was going to blow pit road either way. So just one of those, like, blown moments of judgment by him. So
yeah, I think it was
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, I think it's like an all or nothing mindset for Kyle Larson. Like, he has nothing to lose, everything to gain. So it's the matter of, okay, got some stage points. Great. But I want to win. Having another win would help us get more playoff points. So we're good going into Phoenix. We're already good going into Phoenix, but I want to be great, you know?
Exactly. And then all you're doing is stealing a coveted playoff spot from somebody.
Right.
Like, we could be sitting here saying Bell's not locked in, and all 3 JGR guys are below the cut line right now.
Right.
And it would be Byron, Blaney, and Reddick. That would be your championship 4 right now. Yeah.
Still, things could happen. Crazy things can happen. I mean, plus 10 seems pretty good. Also, knowing Martinsville track position is huge at that track, right? But something could go wrong. We've seen it in the past where I think Byron's pretty securely in, but with Blaney, if he's not perfect, I mean, he's gone. And then Reddick could get in.
I think a really good stage 1 and a decent stage 2, and Byron will be locked in.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
If he can get high stage points in both, I think he's good as gold. But everyone below him, it is going to be a toss-up. And again, like Blaney and Reddick, it could just be a good day for one of them, and they can get in. After that, they've all got to win. And if you're putting me up against the wall, got to pick Truex, Hamlin, or Buescher to win Martinsville, I'm not taking Hamlin.
I might agree with you. I think Buescher has a decent chance. We'll definitely talk about this more towards the end of the show. I see some of y'all have predictions in here. I do want to get into. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would take someone not in the playoffs. I don't think any of those 3 would win.
Oh, so like a non-playoff driver wins?
Yeah, either that or someone already locked in.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't see Truex. I don't see Truex, Hamlin, or Buescher winning this weekend.
No,
it's a good prediction though. I like it.
But if I had to pick one, I'd say Truex.
Yeah. Cool. Somebody put in the chat. Oh, hello. Somebody put in the chat here about some silly season news. So let's try to talk about that real quick. I feel like a lot of silly season news came out this week, kind of, sort of, maybe not really. I think biggest ones here, I mean, Dean Thompson returning to Tricon. Bailey Curry, this came out today, that he's running full-time in the Truck Series next year.
Good for Bailey.
Yeah.
You know what? He drove so well this year, he earned it.
Yeah.
He absolutely earned it.
And he's one of those guys that he's put in his time and what boxes and like earned a right at a full-time ride with a decent team. Probably going to be one of the top Chevy teams in the Truck Series next year with GMS and KBM going away. But good for Bailey. I'm happy for Bailey.
Is Spire going to keep running trucks next year?
Yeah, they're about the KBM program.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be, I would assume they'll probably be the top Chevy department, and then I would say Nice is second at this point.
Yep.
And then maybe a Rev Racing. I don't know exactly how that works now, but
Truck Series is still kind of up in the air.
KBM, didn't they?
Yeah. I'm assuming that deal continues with Spire because the whole Game Bridge thing too is the same for
that's
Sanchez.
True. That's true. The writing was on the wall the whole time.
The call's coming from inside the house. It's Halloween.
But yeah, I'm excited for Bailey Curry. A well-deserved opportunity. It's not a move I saw coming, but I'm so happy that it happened. Something I don't think any of us saw coming, and I'm not sure how to feel about this. And I'm sure y'all have things to say just from how closely you follow ARCA, Ben, and how much you've been a fan of Jesse Love, Dom. But Jesse Love is going to RCR in the number 2 Xfinity program next year. Like, for me, first off, a major loss for Toyota. I know that they have like other drivers in the pipeline, but you're losing a major talent in Jesse Love. So RCR's gain, so Chevy's gain, Toyota's loss. But Dom, I see you have feelings.
Dom, the floor is yours.
This is like having the first pick in the draft and Tom Brady's available and you trade the pick.
Fair. That's fair. Okay.
Except they didn't trade it and they got nothing in return.
Yeah, no, they got cash. That's all they got.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, I can't believe my only guess is that the JGR seats are already filled. We just don't know it.
Because the rumor is Chandler Smith and Sheldon Creed are taking the Xfinity Series rides. That's the rumor.
Yes. And so
I would still put Love in one of those cars.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the rumor I had heard about Love before the RCR stuff was that instead of going full-time trucks, the rumor was he was going to split time between ARCA and trucks again this year. Part-time with Venturini, part-time with Tricon. Now, if I'm Jesse Love and that's my deal from Toyota, I'm going to say, and then walk out the door.
Yeah.
Because I've just dominated the ARCA Menard series and like had one of the best winning records since Frank Kemmel, one of the OG ARCA guys back in the day. So I don't necessarily blame Love for doing this. It's a fumble on Toyota's part, but I sat down and thought about it a little bit more. And I was like, I don't blame Love because if you look at Tricon, they have 5 trucks. One's part-time, essentially, or one's an all-star truck. But you've got Himes returning, Dean Thompson's returning. Tanner and Taylor Gray basically helped fund that team, from what I know, because they helped fund DGR back when DGR was a thing. And then you have the one truck, which is the all-star truck that Swalich drives. Tony Breidinger drove last year as well. Several other people. David Gilliland at one point. Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those things of where was he going to go in the truck series? Well, so Xfinity was the next option, like Dom said. And it sounds like from what everyone's saying, it sounds like those seats have been filled or are going to be filled by 2 predominant guys in the current Xfinity Series roster. So I don't blame him. It's a hell of a get for RCR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, I want to show this, guys. Jesse Love posted this picture.
That photo was taken 2 days ago, by the way.
Yeah, honestly.
I was like, looks like he hasn't aged that much, but like, what a cool throwback. You know what I mean?
That's really cool.
Wait, hold on. I've got to look. I want to take guesses in the chat. Guess how old Jesse Love is.
How old was Jesse Love in that picture?
I don't know how. Guess how old he is right now. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I think he's like 18.
Yes.
He is?
Jesse Love is 18 years old.
Got it right, but that's still wild. He looks so much younger.
I was signing my life away to college student loan debts at 18 years old. So good for Jesse Love.
Man.
It's the truth. Yeah. I hope he dominates that 2 car. And I hope he beats JGR every week doing it.
That's the thing about Jesse Love, like going to that 2 car. That is arguably one of the best Xfinity programs currently on the track.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you got Austin Hill, who's killer on plate tracks, and like that 2-car. When I think Xfinity or Busch or Nationwide or whatever you want to call it, the Busch Series, but whatever you want to call it. I think 2 cars. I think the Chance 2.8 with the flames that I have on my shelf behind me, and I think the AC Delco 2 car. So like, he picked a great opportunity to go out and just dominate.
Yeah. I'm excited. Oh, bold prediction.
Adam coming in hot.
Jesse Love will make the championship 4 next year. I mean the equipment's there, but
I can see him giving Austin Hill a headache.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how is it that after all I've done, this kid's outrunning me every week?
Yeah.
I will be curious to see how Love handles a team dynamic now.
Yeah.
Because in ARCA, he was the top dog at Venturini. It was because this past year, Venturini went all in on winning the driver's title and the owner's title. So it was all in on Love and the 20 car. And now you got to kind of share that spotlight and those resources with a 6-foot-tall Georgia-fed corn boy ready to destroy the world if it pisses him off and black Mike Schneider's eyes. So I'll be interested to see how it goes.
Here's the thing, too. I mean, Austin Hill, when he signed back with RCR, he said that he did have an opportunity to go to Cup, but he's loyal to a fault or something like that along those lines. So he had the opportunity. He didn't take it, and he's staying for one reason or another. So he doesn't like his teammate. He's made his bed. I mean, you're going to have to learn to deal with it if they're not compatible as teammates. You know what I mean?
So I feel like now it's going to be, I mean, we've seen him and Sheldon have issues this year. But I think now it's going to be Hill in the lead, and he just can't shake the 2 car.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, like, something's got to give.
Yeah.
Which will be fun for the sport. You know, it's like back to when the 18 and the 20 were dominating. It's like, really wasn't fair. But when those 2 got around each other, they raced each other so hard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's what I love about the Xfinity Series. I mean, it's people trying to make names for themselves, but it's also like really tough competition. It's like there's sometimes a maturity gap between the young guns just coming in, trying to like, I don't want to say learn your place, but kind of learning where they rank amongst the rest. It's the veterans being like, hey, move over. Like, it's a really fun series. And I think with the influx of rookies that we have next year in the series, people going to different places, it should be really fun. We also still don't know what a few people in Cup are doing next year. I mean, AJ Allmendinger, we don't know if he's moving back to Xfinity, if he's staying in Cup, so he could be a factor in Xfinity potentially. Again, we don't know, but it should be a fun year next year for sure.
Xfinity Series, best series.
It is.
It's the most fun racing on the planet.
Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know. Like, again, I said I felt like there was a lot of NASCAR news, like kind of, but sort of not really. Is there any news or any topics that you all want to talk about before we dive into our scary stories that might have come up?
Formula One was the best series in the world in the 2000s.
He's sad. That's sad boy. I'm trying to think of other like news that has come out this week. Geez, I did not pay much attention. I didn't do my homework. I apologize.
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, obviously looked at TobyChristie.com for all of the latest NASCAR.
I was literally just scrolling it up right now.
If you don't do that, why are you? But looked at all that we had there. Of course, looks at the NASCAR website, and that's kind of what this weekend. It's all lead up to Martinsville. You know, it's a big weekend, cutoff weekend. We do have right now already our championship for the Truck Series.
Something I may have missed this show, but I don't know if we talked about it. Kyle Larson and the Indy 500 test.
God, yeah, we talked about it a bit ago, but let's bring it up again.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't sure if we talked about it or not.
No, you're good. It's a conversation though. Like, that was really cool to see him like testing for the first time, really.
Oh yeah, I think that's very exciting. I'll be curious to see how he does in IndyCar at the 500.
What I loved about it is it cemented more of why the Indy 500 is the greatest race in the world.
Yeah.
Because you literally have to pass a test to be able to qualify for the 500.
Yeah.
It's like, that is amazing.
That, and then you like, just because he's with a top tier team doesn't mean he'll make the field, i.e. Fernando Alonso.
Alonso.
Which granted, that was not a top team when he missed that year. But
Graham Rahal didn't make the 500 last year, had to substitute.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
McLaren got outschooled by Homcoast Racing and a bunch of racers in a garage somewhere in Indiana. That's literally what happened. But no, I think that's super cool. Something else. Something tried to reload and went wrong for me apparently on that. Anyway, something else I want to talk about. I saw today. People were freaking out because NASCAR will not revoke the charter for Wickler Racing.
Yep.
Which is a whole debacle about charters. So I want to know what you guys think on that.
Well, because the general idea is if you're like bottom 30 in points for 3 years in a row, NASCAR has the right to revoke your charter, and NASCAR is actively deciding not to exercise that right. So it's like, what does it say about the charter system and if you perform?
I saw the main reason why they're not is because their addition of Justin Haley and their merger or their partnership with RFK shows that they're actually actively trying to get faster rather than just collecting paychecks.
Right.
Yeah. It's one of those things that if this was a Live Fast Motorsports deal, just another fisherman. That's a funny name for me. If this was another, my chat disappeared, so I can't see anything that
my pride.
Yeah. If this was a Live Fast Motorsports deal, which I think they were coming up on year 3 of being in the bottom 3, that would probably be revoked because they just haven't done anything. But with a Rick Ware situation of the partnership and stuff like that, I can see where they're coming, where NASCAR is coming from. But it is one of those we put this system in what 2018, 19. It's been several years. This is existing, and we've never seen a team get a charter revoked. And as someone who loves chaos, I want to see one get revoked.
Yeah, I would. I mean, because it's a statement. It's like, hey, these are a hot commodity. You're not performing to where we think you should.
And $40 million.
Yeah. So it's like, in that case, if someone else is able to perform better, wants a charter, put it on the market. If you're not performing, sorry. But I can see NASCAR's reasoning as to why they would not revoke it. It's because there is promise with that RFK alliance. So we'll have to see. I don't know. Again, I think Justin Haley's going to be a driver, and I guess RWR in general is a team I'm going to be looking at next year. So it just, buddy.
I was giggling at your statement of Justin Haley's going to be a driver.
Dang.
Sorry.
Dang.
But enough about my news segment. You were talking about Martinsville. I apologize for interrupting.
You brought up a good point, though. There was another Kyle Larson news this week. I'm not really into sprint car, you guys. I really want to watch more sprint car races and things like that. But Kyle Larson, his team with Brad Sweet, our High Limit, or his series, I should say, they bought the All-Star Circuit of Champions from Tony Stewart. So, again, I'm not a huge sprint car person here. I just know that that's big news. Speaking of just Kyle Larson and big news in the motorsports world. But it's big. Kyle Larson's raking up a lot of the sprint car world. I think it's great. So
it's what his nature is dirt racing. So it's not necessarily surprising.
Yeah, but I think it's good. So
an investment for the future too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is.
It's like preparing your race cars to win world titles before the season starts.
Gosh. He needs a hug, folks. Someone send him a hug.
Yeah. So, Dom, you okay there, bud?
I haven't been okay since October 2008.
You were how old?
I didn't start watching F1 until 2019.
That's the thing.
This one goes out to all the Ferrari fans out there.
Pouring out for the fallen.
No, I used to watch Monaco all the time with my dad. So that's how it all started. And that we started watching when Red Bull, ironically, was the best with Vettel and Weber. But I rooted for the Ferraris, obviously, because Dad was rooting for them. But I thought the chrome and rocket red McLarens were the best looking cars.
Still beautiful looking car.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if we want to keep talking about horror, awesome segue, I know, right?
Wow, nice segue.
Thanks. Horror nights. Just to keep with the Halloween spooky theme, because we're all very spooky today. Do we have any really horrifying, scary NASCAR experiences, races that we want to bring up? If you have any of those, leave them in the chat. But any of y'all, Dom or Ben, if you have one that comes to mind.
This isn't scary, but horrific was the Bristol All-Star race. It was just horrifying, and the fact that it was miserably hot, and I got sunscreen in my eyes, and almost had a heat stroke and drove 5 hours.
You were at the race?
Yeah, I was at. So
oh my God, I feel so bad for you.
It was horrible in that I drove 4 or 5 hours from my hometown to go to the race because it's right on the Tennessee border where I'm from.
Right.
It's like 3-4 hours. I get there in time just to see, like it's summertime in Tennessee. It's 9,000 degrees on a cold day.
Horrible.
I get to my seat. I'm wearing my Starcom throwback shirt to the Silver Bullet.
Wow.
And this was 2020. Yeah, this was 2020 COVID time. So everyone, like, I'm wearing a mask. So it's very hot and I'm smothering because I'm sweating and my fat face is making my mask disgusting. And then my favorite driver at the time was Bubba Wallace. And guess what happened in the All-Star Open?
Oh my God.
Oh God.
He got jumped by Mickey Jesus. So I sat there for the entirety of the Open, and as the Open ended, I sat there and I thought, this isn't worth it. And then I left and drove home another 4 hours.
Wow. You didn't stay for the whole thing?
No, because I was miserable. It was hot as sin.
Oh
my driver was out of the race. I was like, this isn't worth it.
Hot as sin.
So that was horrifying.
Wow.
That was when they were doing the deals on tickets, though. So I got a ticket for like $30, so it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
But still, not a fun time.
They also had underglow on the cars, which was, Chase Elliott winning in a white and green car with yellow underglow. That made sense.
That was horrifying. The underglow on cars.
No, okay, hold on. If you did it right, though, it looked fantastic. I'm trying to think of examples here.
They weren't ever going to do it like the National Burnout.
When Kurt Busch did it for his burnout on the monster car, that was sick.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
It looked so good, but...
Because Blaney did like purple on his red and white body armor, and I was like, "What the hell?"
That I didn't.
I don't think they got the choice.
I didn't hate, but
I don't think they got the choice.
No, they had three. They had 3 options. It was the purple, the orange, and something else.
Probably blue or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was blue. But
oh yeah, was it Larson or?
So yeah, that race haunts me in my sleep. Is the moral of the story?
The credit won blue underglow.
Trying to think of other horrific experiences.
That would have been Matt Kenseth.
That would have been Matt. I think that was Kenseth when he took over. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I have a haunting story about a race. Let's go back to really long ago. Earlier this year.
We did rain at the 600.
Yeah.
That's purgatory, girl.
When it rained the entire weekend, predicted it back in January. I'm like, the 600 weekend's gonna get rained out. It did, and it was miserable. It never stopped raining, literally almost ever, until somehow, some way, Monday evening, like late afternoon, evening, things finally cleared up and we got most of the racing in. But that was a nightmare situation.
Day. That was such a weird day.
It was awful.
Because you started the Xfinity race and you paused it in the Cup Series race.
Got the entire Coke 600 in and then finished the Xfinity race.
It's just like that day, that's a fever dream for me. Because I worked that day already.
That's the way to describe it. It was a fever dream.
It was.
Such a weird day.
There you go. More rain stories here, Adam. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. God.
Is it cold in South Carolina? I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, here's another one. Alexander. 2013 Coca-Cola 600
when
got snapped.
Yeah, that's some Final Destination stuff, man.
Okay, enlighten me. This is something I'm not aware of.
Oh my gosh. Do you
I'm not
story?
What was it called? What was the camera called?
It was like Trax Cam or like, I can't remember exactly, but so essentially Taylor I'll explain the camera's background a little bit as someone who works in production. Essentially it was a kind of a drone before a drone. It was a cable camera system that they strung cables up across like the front stretch of the speedway, had a camera mounted on a cable that would pull it back and forth so they would track with the cars on the front stretch.
Right.
And what happened was the cables broke and fell on the track, and they would get wrapped up underneath the tires and axles of the driver's cars. And one of them whipped up and it tore, I think, Kyle Busch's hood a little bit.
It went through his car and through Ambrose and Mark Martin's cars.
How did I not know about this? Okay, granted, before my time as a fan, but holy crap.
Yeah, this is like one of those.
You don't really yell until it breaks the car.
Yeah.
You let him race the Coke 600, baby.
my god.
We gotta get the show
God
in.
bless America.
We ain't throwing yellows and reds. We're trying to get the show in.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a very scary. Like, that's some Final Destination stuff of
Yeah.
everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. But thankfully, no one, to my knowledge, was ever badly hurt from it.
Thank God.
As a very passionate Joey Logano fan growing up, Auto Club 2013 was an absolute nightmare for me.
Ooh.
2013 was just a nightmare year, I guess.
Because for background, the week before, Joey got dumped by Denny Hamlin at Bristol.
Oh God, yeah.
Joey tried confronting him at the end of the race. Denny said he's coming for me. Well, I usually don't see him, so that's not a problem. Sure enough, 10 laps to go, they're 1-2 at Auto Club.
Mm-hmm.
And that I remember being at my papa's house, and I was so obnoxiously obsessed with Logano. All of my cousins were rooting for Denny to win.
We love the cousins.
So I'm sitting there chewing my fingernails. I'm literally spotting for Joey on the edge of my seat. White flag comes out. Everyone's getting excited. It's getting loud in the room. They crash. In my ears, everything goes silent. But what's actually happening is everyone in the room is laughing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think I talked to anybody the rest of that night. That one hurt.
Dang.
That one hurt a lot.
It also hurt Denny Hamlin's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then championship in 14. That one hurt too.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think 2019 championship when they couldn't put tires on the right side of the car.
That killed.
That haunts me as a grown man. That
was the worst.
I don't have words for it. How mad it makes me still.
Well, the tape on Hamlin's grill.
Imagine being a Denny fan that night. Oh
yeah.
I've never. Still, I know they can't put tape on the cars anymore, but
yeah.
Post qualifying, cover the grill and tape era, I've never seen anyone put that much tape on a race car for a stint. Have you? Have you ever seen a piece of tape that big?
I was a honk.
No.
And there were like 30 laps to go.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to run 30 qualifying laps?
Well, it was like I saw them slapping on it, and like they'd already, I think, given radio reports of like he was running a touch hot but not bad. And I saw that on, and I was like, guys, it's over, boys. Like you just undid it.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Gosh.
The brick of a piece of tape is insane to think about now.
We had on Twitter, I posted on Twitter, Jacob commented and said, Iowa Speedway ARCA 2021 only had 2 food lines and no merch. Call that a horror story.
Oh, if we're doing that, then I'm going to have to bring up Nashville 2021.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Okay. I'm going to tell, tell this. I'm telling this, and Taylor, I'm sorry, but this is really embarrassing, and this is the internet, so this will last forever. So
go for it.
I bought tickets for the truck race and the cup race. I didn't go to Xfinity because I wanted a day off in between. Truck race was at night. It was fine. A little hot, but not the best. But I go to the cup race on Sunday. Traffic was a little bad, but I expected that. It's the first race. There's only one interstate exit, and it's kind of a small road to get there. I get parked at a decent time. It's already hot. I check in, get my tickets. Crowded to the nines, packed. Like grandstands packed. Well, no one's in the grandstand because they'd be baking in the sun. They're all below it with me trying to get food. So I get my chicken tenders. I get my bottles of water. I go and I find one spot by this pole, by this concrete pillar that's got people sitting all the way around it. So we're like hip to hip. I sit down, eat my food, and I look up, and there's this cute girl, and we make eye contact, and she smiles at me, and I smile back. And then I stand up, and there's a print of sweat that is my butt. Like just perfectly imprinted on the asphalt at Nashville Super Speedway. No! And I thought, wow, there goes my chances with her. And then I walked up and died from a heat stroke in those grandstands. Surprisingly, didn't get sunburnt though. But that was a horror story.
Taylor, you could put Xfinity 2022 Charlotte on there.
Oh my God. Yeah, my mom about passed out. She had to go under the stands. Like she toughed it out until like 10 laps until I had to go under the stands because I was like, I mean, If you guys don't know, I have an illness that makes me heat intolerant, and I was about to go down swinging. Luckily, Dom brought me a bottle of water, and I was good to go. But that was miserable. I saw people around me going under the bleachers. Some people looked like they were going to pass out. People were sick.
It was
Like
bad.
it was bad.
I was there. It was bad.
It was so bad.
What are you doing with that hockey stick?
I don't know. I'm gonna get 5 minutes for my sticking.
He's getting ready. He's practicing for his game tonight.
The coach said, "Hey man, we got to get off the bench. We might need you to warm up. Goalie's hurt."
Yeah, I just
think, because I remember that being hot, but I sat out in the entirety of it. I remember a guy let me borrow his cooler and put my waters in. Whoever you are, if you see this, you a real one. I owe you my life.
You're the real one.
You a real one. So that was a nightmare race in of itself, but it's just so hot.
Yeah. That was bad. I'm trying to think. We have some others in the comments here. Alexander, 2008 Brickyard 400 tire failures. Yeah. 2005 US Grand Prix.
That was a good one. 5 US Grand Prix was a good one.
Was that the tire? They only ran 3 cars, or was that 06?
But Ferrari won. And they haven't won in America since
May 20th. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think I'm mad about? Dumb little SOB ran me down all the way to the grass. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. That's one of my favorite NASCAR quotes.
It's such a good quote. Tony Stewart in his interviews, some of my favorites.
Okay, I don't want to change topics, but the Tony Stewart quote made me think about the Brad Keselowski "You hit me under yellow" quote. But that made me think about, that makes me think about Fall Charlotte, which also makes me curious. What's your favorite Halloween paint scheme?
Oh, the Halloween M&M's cars. Oh my gosh,
they are bangers. The orange and black one. Oh yeah, Great Pumpkin. I forgot about that one. Was that wasn't like that was just a show car? Like that wasn't? Did they? Maybe
I think this was actually ran.
Oh,
ran. It's okay. I'm a journalism major, but I don't know.
Okay. No, I was just like I was being a hillbilly saying ran. Okay, that's a fair scheme choice. So I would say anything Keen parts that they've ran, like the LaJoy cars that they ran back in the day.
Mystery Machine.
Oh yeah.
Mystery Machine was a great one.
That was a good one. It was like 3 years ago, right? Like or 2 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago, because it was the Gen 6.
Yeah.
It was 2020.
Shout out to DGM Racing though. They have some really great schemes this week. They did Josh Berry as Beetlejuice, or not Josh Berry, excuse me, Josh Williams as Beetlejuice.
That was good.
And he's on the hood of the car. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, didn't he do that last year?
Yeah, they've done similar before last year too. Like it's just last year's was the Beetlejuice as well. It's just such good. Sorry, I just got off topic. I didn't mean to. I apologize.
No, you're good. I'm trying to think of like other Halloween paint schemes because there's been some bangers in the past. I know I do like the Halloween, the M&M's ones. Those are always good.
I mean, no, I really didn't know.
Yeah, the Home Depot Charlie Brown. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Such a good one.
I feel like they've ran more Corvette parts ones that I can't think of in the past. Yeah, they ran the generic Halloween though, and there was the Mystery Machine. I feel like you ran a Charlie Brown one. Sorry, I'm off topic here. I apologize.
No, see now I'm wanting to look. NASCAR Halloween.
Hold on. Yeah, that's a good point. I should just search that.
Ooh, wait.
There's a fight.
There was a. Oh, see now I'm on Reddit. I'm going down the rabbit hole now.
Oh no, get her off Reddit.
I'm like, I gotta go.
The Boosh car.
That is such
that
a
was a good one.
I
love that one. I almost ordered that last year.
I love the old Cal Petty Coors Light car where it's just the pumpkin on the hood. I think that's funny.
Oh, the Kellogg Spooky Fruit Loops, the Terry Labonte.
Yeah, the Frankenstein ones.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, no, I gotta stay with all the M&M's ones.
They are. There's one or two, like the ones that are an orange base M&M's.
Yeah, for sure.
They're good.
Those are my favorite. Like the orange, because it was always orange and gray and black.
Like this one. This is just a classic. This is one of the first ones. Like, that's gold.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at right now too.
That's such a good one.
That's
a nice one.
I'm pretty sure this thing got junked.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here's a good question. An honor, not NASCAR related, but something I feel like we need to answer. Favorite Halloween candy?
That's the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. There's no other answer to this question. Close second is the Three Musketeers bar, but specifically the full bar.
The best is to get the mini Snickers and put them right in the freezer.
Just get the Snickers ice cream bar. Just get that.
No, okay, then you put the Snicker bars in the freezer. You break a couple teeth, but they taste delicious.
Okay, Corvette Parts did do a Charlie Brown Snoopy car. I couldn't find a photo of it at first, but now I found one. So,
hooray!
The answer is Three Musketeers, or not Three Musketeers. The answer is Reese's, and there's no other answer.
Three Musketeers is good though.
Three Musketeers slap. The Boosh car is really good too. I saw another photo of it.
I gotta pull up a picture of it. This was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost pre-ordered this one, and I was super sad when I didn't. But then I was like,
Kit Kat.
Ew, Kit Kats no. Sorry, can't do it.
What's the worst Halloween candy? There is an answer to this question.
Like anything licorice.
Black licorice and candy corn.
Yeah, awful. The worst.
You're better off biting a tire than biting licorice.
Can't confirm.
Love that.
So now I'm just down this rabbit hole of Halloween schemes.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a sleeper, but I kind of like it.
What is it?
It looks like, I don't know the year. Ty Dillon's the driver of the number 13 Geico Chevy Camaro, and it's an all green, and it's got the Geico Gecko stirring like a witch's pot, and it's got like the Geico O is a jack-o'-lantern. This is cute. I like it.
I got this. Hold on.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
Okay. We're going to share the screen so y'all can see it. If you guys have favorite Halloween paint schemes from NASCAR, whether it's Truck, ARCA, I don't know if ARCA does Halloween schemes anytime.
ARCA doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
They got the money for that. They
No,
wrap the car once
in there.
next year.
Like, I don't think they do anything, but I'll throw them in there out of respect. Here we are. This one. I like this one. Definitely is underrated, but
yeah, it's cute.
It's so cute. I love that.
Like the little the Geico Halloween, like the Geico O is the like that. I like that. That's
so cute.
I'm trying to find other ones. Oh, you could use here. I'll put this. Let me have a stroke while talking. I apologize.
You know what? It happens.
I'll copy this and you can show it to the stream. This was last year's, I believe, for DGM. There are 3 cars that they ran at Martinsville Halloween schemes.
Oh heck yeah! No. DGM usually does good with their.
They have I don't know who designs their stuff in general, but they do some good stuff overall.
Let's do it.
Sorry, I apologize for going off on a rabbit hole. I know.
No, honestly, I'm here for it. Let's see.
Because I don't think there's been a lot of Halloween schemes announced for this upcoming.
No, I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, see the Beetlejuice is Josh Williams. I love that. That's
so
I eat that with a spoon.
Favorite Halloween cartoon episode? I mean, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. There's nothing else. Charlie Brown. The plot is phenomenal.
Subplot is great. I think that's a Halloween classic. I love Over the Garden Wall because I'm a weirdo. What else is there Halloween show-wise that I used to like?
SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that slaps. That's a good one.
The Halloween SpongeBob one was funny.
Shave me down, make me round. I think about that sometimes. Again, my brain is just obscure references. It's great. Everything's great.
Every episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Fair. Honestly, fair.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Starring Courage. It's such a good show. Jeez. I'm trying to think what else Halloween shows. There was... Cartoon Network had some obscure things that no one would remember.
Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yes.
Like there was this Halloween movie about this like queen witch. Also, Billy and Mandy's the whole thing in itself. I forgot there was an episode of Arthur that had a really good Halloween subplot to it.
Oh yeah, Arthur slaps. Like
Arthur
such a good show.
I'm trying to think. You said Anna Arthur? Ooh.
Hey Arnold was on. I had other things to watch.
Fair.
I do love Hey Arnold. Jeez, I'm trying to.
Well, I was thinking, why don't we move on to previewing Martinsville?
Yeah, sorry. You should run your show while I just stop talking.
No, you good. I'm like, we needed to talk Halloween. It's a Halloween episode. It's spooky.
We could also preview the Mexico Grand Prix, but you know who's not going to win?
If you would be interested in donating to the Get Therapy Fund, there's a QR code in the upper right of the screen. Scan at any moment in time.
Oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, well, hold on. First off, I do have to say, Halloween Town. Can we talk about Halloween Town for a second?
I actually didn't like Halloween Town.
Never seen it.
Am I the only one representing Halloween Town here?
It's okay.
Oh.
I don't. Sorry, there's one more thing that I'm going to put in for you to pull up if you're able to.
Yeah.
I don't remember this Halloween scheme being ran, but I like it.
Oh no. Oh, it says bad URL timestamp.
Oh, it's a Facebook photo.
Probably because the URL is 3 paragraphs long.
I'm sorry. Here. Let me copy the Facebook URL.
Yeah, copy and paste the.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best over
You
here.
could launch a missile with that, Ben.
You use as I have it.
Ooh.
I don't remember the scheme being ran. Dom, you might be able. It's obviously a COT, so it's 08 or 09.
Yeah, hold on.
It's a Kyle Busch Halloween car, but I don't remember the M&Ms being designed like that.
Y'all in the chat, let me know if you remember this scheme at all.
Oh, that's 09, looks like. Here, let me see. Hold on. Wow. I can tell you. Nope, that's 08. That's definitely 08.
Oh shoot! This is cute. I'm sorry. Someone has a whole like folder of all the schemes he's ran, and I love how the red M&M on the right rear quarter or the left rear quarter panel, it's like always dressed up. So that year he's a mad scientist. He's a clown the next year. He's a vampire. Like, this is cute. This is good stuff.
Genius.
I like this.
Genius.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
There's no one in the Cup Series running a Halloween scheme this weekend, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
M&M's is gone, so no.
So everyone's just being basic. That's fine. That's okay. Don't bring me joy. It's okay.
Rules, Taylor. Be corporate. Make money.
DGM Racing's the best Xfinity team on the planet. Sorry, Ryan Williams and Junior Motorsports.
Let's see. We got some Halloween. Gonna be Mario for Halloween. That's good. That's a good one.
That's cool. Oh, that's not a Halloween scheme. Oh wait, no. Oh, Live Fast Motorsports has a really cool one actually.
Yeah, from last year.
From this year.
Last year's car was cool.
Last year's is super cool, but this year has half zombie BJ.
What?
Yeah, it's on J-Ski. Like where the light below the. I'm having a stroke. I'm sorry.
You can do it.
You're good.
Hands over my head to make sure I'm okay. It's got like a half his face is like taken off, and it's cool.
Yeah,
it's what you would expect from BJ McLeod.
Okay, hold on. I got this. We're pulling this up.
It's a very BJ McLeod.
This is last year's for clarification.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah, last year that was good.
And the glowing rotor makes it look even better.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. This is this year's.
Yeah, like he's got half skull.
Very BJ
Holy
McLeod.
moly.
It's what I would expect from BJ McLeod.
Oh,
at this point.
Very logistics.
And we have a Reese's scheme, which isn't Halloween, but go Reese's.
Right. Stenhouse, right?
Yep, Stenhouse. It's not the 21, but it's fine.
Well, the hood's blue, so.
Hey, by the way, you guys, in case you don't know, I have TikTok open doing the live stream as well to just kind of bring people over here. Joe Gibbs Racing, their team official TikTok is in the chat. What's going on, Joe Gibbs Racing?
Hello.
We're talking about your great paint schemes for Halloween that you guys have had.
The M&M's car. We love it.
That was the M&M's car, Charlie Brown. Like, those are some good schemes, guys.
We love it. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, they said they remember. They remember the paint scheme. Yeah, they got it.
Good stuff, man.
Black cute. FedEx cars. I mean, come on. We all knew that was Halloween.
They also asked us who takes the win this weekend. So
okay,
we'll have to answer who we think gets the win this weekend. I don't know.
JGR asked that question.
They did.
Oh man,
pressure.
I am not contractually obligated to answer this.
Who do they want to win?
Exactly.
Who do you all want to win? Here's the thing. Here's what JGR has going for them. Here's what you have going for y'all, right?
You're gonna tell
good
them
history at this track.
Going on.
Here's what they have going on.
What you should know about what you're doing.
Have a seat.
They know this, but Denny's great at Martinsville, right? We got Martin Truex Jr. great at Martinsville. Hamlin right now is the winningest driver at Martinsville of all the active drivers. Bell got a win last year here. Of course, we remember he won his way into the championship, which was, we had the Hail Melon move too that kind of balanced things out of proportion there. But there's a good shot this weekend. There's a lot of drivers, playoff and non-playoff, that could take the win this weekend.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ben. Denny hasn't won there since 2015, right?
I believe you're right. Let me check Racing Reference to double check, but I'm 99% sure you're right.
But Truex won there in
2019 because I remember watching it live and being so happy.
That was one of the first race recaps that I wrote, actually.
He won when? Wow.
He won 2019 because it was the auto owner's car.
Truex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was his last fall win. Gotcha. Yeah, because he won spring 21.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I am slow at racing. Please forgive me.
They also said 14 clocks hanging out around the shop right now.
What a flex!
Yeah, what a flex. What a flex.
Let's see.
We know what time it is in every time zone.
Literally. Last time it is labeled on Racing Reference for a Denny Hamlin win is 2015 in the spring.
Yeah.
Chalk up a W for Joseph.
Yeah. He could do it.
Spring 15. Yeah, I remember him winning 10. He won both races in 10.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been a hot minute, and I don't think the new car having to shift on the straightaways kind of helps. So
no.
I feel like the one thing they do have going for them is that they won this race last year with Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
Right.
So they do know how to win here. With this new car, I should say. Obviously,
Truex. So in the spring, Truex was third, Hamlin fourth.
Yeah, they had top fives in the spring. So they have a setup that works. It's a matter of, which team's going to bring the strongest car, They're
going to provide the deets.
Yeah, maybe. I will say, let's remind everybody of the point situation heading into this weekend, just so y'all are aware what we got going on.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm so nervous for this race.
Dude,
I'm so nervous.
This is the
Xfinity.
It's probably going to be a demolition derby at the end.
This is the first time I feel like in a few years that I felt tense about this playoff cutoff race at Martinsville or wherever.
Yeah.
This is big time, which for NASCAR, this is awesome.
Yeah. And for Xfinity too, I want to bring up the Xfinity point situation first. Sam Mayer obviously locked in. John Henry Nemechek plus 44, so he's pretty good on points.
He just needs to finish a stage and he'll be all right.
Exactly, and he'll be good.
Yep.
Here's where things get tricky. Cole Custer, Austin Hill plus 3 above the line, and minus 3 is Justin Allgaier, and then we have Sammy Smith minus 49, minus 54 is Sheldon Creed, and minus 65 is Chandler Smith. So those 3 are in must-win situations. But
sorry, I thought it was Creed that was back 65, and then Chandler was 54.
Not according to the TobyChristie.com graphic.
I'm looking at the NASCAR Xfinity graphic.
Oh, well, then maybe that's correct.
I'll go to NASCAR.
We got drama here. Sorry, I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong. I'll
go to the NASCAR app. I'll tell you what the NASCAR app says.
Go to the NASCAR app. Regardless, those 3 that I just named are in a must-win situation, but that minus 3 from Allgaier and then plus 3 over the line for the others, it's very close.
Chandler Smith minus 54, Sheldon Creed minus 65.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. This is a tense moment for Allgaier. This isn't necessarily a win to get in because there are 3 other spots open essentially right now, basically 2. But I would argue this is it for Allgaier in some ways. This is his chance to win the title that's evaded him for so long. This is kind of his thing. Is it's now or never.
What's
in my opinion,
crazy is that of the 4 best guys in Xfinity this year, one of them's not getting in because Sam Mayer won Homestead.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, and this is not to discredit Sam Mayer at
win
all.
The championship, Sam Mayer's going to win it all.
It's if Cole Custer didn't have his issues, if Justin Allgaier didn't have his issues at Homestead, Sam Mayer would not have won that race. Allgaier and Custer had strong cars that race.
Hey, credit to John Hunter for racing through with the sickness.
Oh my God, because he had a cough drop and everything.
Rough after the race.
He sounded bad. And then he went on to race in Cup the next day.
Yeah.
Like, dude's a trooper.
What a
I
G.
couldn't do that.
What a G.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to work with my spleen blowing up, so I respect it.
Yeah, no.
Good job, kid. You drove a car.
Yeah. Good job. But no, this is I'm curious to see how the Xfinity race plays out too, because that's normally the more, I would say, chaotic after the past few years.
Don't have as much time.
Mm-hmm.
No,
which
is why it can be a fun race.
I just feel like for the Cup race, we're going to get down to 30, 40 laps to go, and all the guys on the line on the bubble are going to be up there, and it's just going to that literally, to make a reference to what the trophy is, every lap you're going to hear the tick, talk, talk.
Oh,
this is chills. Every lap you turn,
just got the promo.
Like you are one step closer to either getting in or missing your chance, and literally having to wait another 51 weeks to get this chance again.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm going to be glued to my couch this entire weekend.
I'll be working all weekend, so I won't be able to basically see any of them live. But hey, I'll be keeping it live on Twitter.
Hey, what time is the Xfinity race Saturday?
2.
Oh, so they're on before.
2 in the afternoon.
I thought it was 2. That's what I looked up yesterday.
I mean, you could be right. I feel like that's early. For
2 p.m. Xfinity 500 in Martinsville, 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, that's Sunday.
Oh wait, that's truck. Sorry, that's Cup. Sorry,
Xfinity's 3:30
on Saturday.
It's 3:30. Sorry, 3:30 is Xfinity. Dead on Tools 250. The Cup Series Sunday. My bad. I looked at the wrong
no meaning, so it's okay.
They come on before Ohio State, so I'll watch.
This race is more important than Ohio State this weekend.
No, it is not.
That's them fighting words that I hear out there on the internet.
You know what?
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, Xfinity. Sorry, guys. I had the wrong calendar pulled up when I said that. I was like, this is odd. The Xfinity 500, the Cup Series race at Martinsville is Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. The Xfinity race, Dead on Tools 250, is Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll let Dom kind of blow off some steam. And
tonight's the Modified Championship for those that are interested. Goes live here in about 2 minutes on Flow. Shout out to Rob. His 2 clients are fighting for a title right now.
Yeah. Oh, we should pull up the graphic. Do I have the graphic? Hold on.
Oh, it's a fire graphic for those at home.
Shout out to Rob. If you don't know Rob at all, he's been on the shows that we've had, but he's designed all the ATYL logos, merch, things that we have. He also is just an amazing graphic designer in general for all his clients, amazing photographer.
There is nothing more important than Ohio State.
That makes you didn't say the Ohio State.
Yeah.
The Ohio State University.
There it is.
The Ohio State University. Hold on. Here we go. This is for Rob. I have to pull up this graphic for Rob. Since he couldn't make it to the show tonight. Here we go. Yeah. Just look at that.
It's a great graphic.
Fire graphic.
It's good stuff, brother. So, but
Modified's
get ready to race. Yeah. Modified's get ready to race, though, here in like 2 or 3 minutes. Ryan Preece is in this race, starting second. Ryan Newman's starting 9th. So.
Is LaJoy running again?
He's not that I'm aware of.
Because he won this race last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he won it last year. Bobby Labonte's in it also, but Corey LaJoy will not be in this race.
Gotcha.
Well, it should be a good one. Be a good one. Cool. All right, y'all. It should be a spooky and fun weekend. Where can you watch the Modified race?
Flow Racing. Here in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll go so y'all can get on the Flow Racing, watch that fantastic mod race. But thank you all so much for joining us for this live stream, our spooky live stream of fun weekend of racing ahead. Make sure for all your updates, visit tobychristie.com for NASCAR news and more throughout the week and weekend. Also visit AboveTheYellowLine.com for more about us, what we do, more ways to support us, and the merch. If you like this hat, I'm dropping things. If you like this hat, AboveTheYellowLine.com, where you can buy it, especially the stickers, everything in between. And also remember, every episode of Above the O-Line. Full-length recaps of each race come up every Monday on the Toby Christie.com YouTube and Facebook pages. So make sure to stay tuned for those. And next week, when you see us live, this whole group live, we're going to be talking about the championship race. So get ready for that. I'm very excited about it. That has been this episode of ATYL, the live stream. Thank you all so much for joining. Watch back on YouTube if you didn't catch the whole thing. And yeah, have a fun weekend. Until next time, we'll see ya. Bye.
Go Bucks.